Christoph Waltz impression. For those of you saying it sounds like Werner Herzog, you're too late. Snopes debunked that too. And yet there are still those Democrats who simply refuse to confront the reality of the threat to democracy we're facing. Arguably the loudest of those is West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, who this weekend came out against a sweeping election reform bill passed by the House that said he refused to end the filibuster in order to protect voting rights from Republican attacks. And on Sunday, he offered a ludicrous defense of his view that so-called bipartisanship with Republicans was somehow possible.
By taking it off the table, haven't you empowered Republicans to be obstructionists?
I don't think so, because we have 7 brave Republicans that continue to vote for what they know is right and the facts as they see them, not worrying about the political consequences. I believe there's a lot more of my Republican colleagues and friends that feel the same way. I'm just hoping they are able to rise to the occasion to defend our country and support our country and make sure that we have a democracy for this republic of all the people.
Senator McConnell, the head of the Republicans in the Senate, says that he's 100% focused on blocking the Biden agenda. Question, aren't you being naive about this continuing talk about bipartisan cooperation?
I'm not being naive. I think he's 100% wrong in trying to block all the good things that we're trying to do for America.
Do you hear yourself, though? You don't think you're being naive, but you also think Republicans will rise to the occasion? These people think the election was rigged by Hugo Chavez, bamboo ballots, and Italian satellites. It sounds like a We Didn't Start the Fire remix. All they're missing is a theory about how dead people like Buddy Holly and Ben-Hur voted for Biden using ballots smuggled in by space monkeys and the mafia. Bamboo ballots smuggled in. Cicadas are back again! Manchin and others like him have to get real about the threat to democracy posed by Republicans, and his fellow Democrats have to put more pressure on him to confront that reality and do something about it. Otherwise, the Republicans get their way. There's a good chance that come the next election, you'll only be allowed to vote if you own a My Pillow. This has been... I feel like somebody should have told Maggie, like, you're the closer, have a little more life to it. You know? This has been a closer look. God's Love We Deliver cooks and brings over 2 million meals a year to men, women, and children living with HIV/AIDS, cancer, and other serious illnesses, and they need your help now more than ever. If you're watching this online, you can hit...
Do you see this? This is my office today, Tuesday. And it can be at my home, at the coffee shop, or any other...
Let's talk about what happens on the inside of your body when you're fasting. So over here we have the start of a fast, and we go 24 hours, 48, and 72. So there's a lot of really magical things that happen when you fast. Our bodies have developed over a long period of time and have adapted to starvation many, many times. So we have all these unique proteins that get expressed or turned on that have to do with your brain doing better, the different parts of your body surviving better. Our bodies have not adapted to the frequency of eating like we do now, like every 3 hours. So right around 12 hours, we get this spike in growth hormone. Growth hormone is the anti-aging hormone. It's the main fat-burning hormone. It's the hormone involved with healing joints, and it's involved with protein synthesis or making different new proteins. Some people take growth hormone, get injected. I don't recommend it, but they take it to help heal certain parts of your body. But guess what? Fasting will trigger it automatically. So just by the fact that you're fasting, you can increase growth hormone. And of course, exercise will also increase growth hormone as well. So it starts about 12 hours and it increases as you go on and on. Now, at about 18 hours, you start developing something called autophagy. Autophagy is an interesting thing that happens with your body where you start recycling old, damaged proteins and microbes as well. One type of protein would be the advanced glycated end products, which basically when you combine glucose with a protein, it becomes very sticky. So let's say you're on a high carbohydrate diet, and that sugar combines with your own protein in your body, and that starts to glycate or just kind of destroy some of the proteins in your body, and then they don't function anymore, and they get sticky and they clog things up. Well, guess what? Your body will start cleaning all that up and turning these damaged proteins into new amino acids where your body can use them. Amyloid plaquing, which occurs in the brain and other parts of the body, is a type of protein that can be cleaned up with autophagy. So it's any type of cellular proteins that are not working anymore in your body. Autophagy will start cleaning that up and start to renew the tissue. And it starts right about 18 hours, and it gets